Hi again then guys, and welcome to another Forza Horizon 3 speed build, this time for another DLC car, in particular a classic, and a pretty expensive one as well, the BMW 507, a car which is often actually on Forza one of the quicker classics that you can buy. It's a great rival for the Mercedes 300 SL as well. Now as far as conversions go, I would recommend having the 6.2 litre V8. You can get some huge power and torque out of that engine. Of course, to get that kind of power, you want the twin turbo to get over 1,000 horses out of it. As far as the drivetrain, I would definitely recommend all-wheel drive for pretty much any older sports car, because at those kind of speeds with that kind of power, the front end becomes very, very loose. So you don't have to, but I would recommend it. As far as stuff like dechroming the bumpers or changing the rims, of course that's down to you. As you can see, I haven't changed that. What I have changed visually though, as you can see, is the roll cage, which is the full racing roll cage. Gives you big improvements in terms of off-the-line launch, of course handling as well, and as I've said before, I would pretty much always recommend having that on older cars. Muscle cars, classic sports cars, that kind of thing. Now this tune is incidentally not on my storefront, it's a YouTube exclusive, and as far as the benchmark, it's got some pretty good numbers. It's not monstrous, but it's definitely not slow, that's for sure. 3 seconds technically to 60, 4.7 to 100, and 250 flat out. Those are decent enough, certainly more than good enough to rival many of its peers from the 50s, and even from the 60s. Now as far as the gearbox, I'd recommend a 2.82 final drive, then individual gears of 2.9, 1.95, 1.47, 1.17, 0.95 and 0.78. As far as alignment even, we've got neutral camber, neutral toe, 4 degrees of caster, anti-roll on 30 and 22, springs on 171, and I've pretty much left the ride height stock. As far as dampers, we've got those on 14 and 7. Of course the downforce doesn't apply for this one, and for the diff we've got 100% on acceleration, 0 on deceleration, and for this particular car a 67% rear bias, which allows you to have enough going to the back end for it to be fun, but at the same time keeping those good benchmark numbers. If you take it up to 70 for instance, you'll lose a little bit of 0 to 60 time. But that is on the benchmark, so of course in practice it depends what you want. Numbers aren't the be-all and end-all, of course. But that's it for the tune, so now let's actually take the car out on the street, of course, to see if it can hit that speed. Now as far as performance goes, this car isn't going to shatter the earth, of course, but this tune does allow people who want to use their 507 for more high-end speed requirements, and straight-line performance in particular, to allow them to do that, basically. So if you did use this tune, I hope of course you have a lot of fun with it, and if you did enjoy it, you can click through to the playlist at the end of this video to see hundreds more tunes just like this one. But that's it overall for this particular pick. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.